Hmm. Ladies and gentlemen, every single day that passes by is just one foolery to another foolery to another foolery. I mean, it's really pathetic at the moment, you know. It's so embarrassing. I mean, we've now known this particular notion for a while that Mauricio Pochettino just please, brother, talk less in the press conference. You're not much of a talker. You're definitely not someone who's charismatic with his words. So in recent times we've figured that out. I know he said a lot of stuff earlier in the season, you know, win now, win tomorrow, win day after yesterday, win forever. But all you've done is just destroy, you know, whatever I suppose we had. Actually, we didn't even have anything. You didn't destroy anything. It was crap to start off with since the owners took over. But you found a new level of crapness, I suppose. Um, and as I've always said, it's not all your fault. There's the fault of the directors, and owners are just as culpable. But your mentality, the way you speak in the press conference, I if I'm a player, I'm not feeling confident. I'm not gaining any motivation out of it. And we've all said it in recent times that please, brother Pochettino, talk less. Talk less in the press conference. He did a madness just before we played against Spurs. Luckily enough, we won. He was doing some madness just before we played Middlesbrough, I think, in the Carabao Cup, talking about how, you know, it's not really important to make it to the final. It's fine. It's all about just enjoying the moment. You know, it's about making friends along the way. And now, once again, ladies and gentlemen, check this out. Check this. This is gonna blow your mind even more. It's gonna make you upset even more. I can fully understand if you don't want to deal with this for the time being, come back to it. If you're finding it difficult to sort of take in all of this nonsense that's Chelsea Football Club's doing, I fully understand if you want to take a bit of a break. 100% understand it. Check this out. Mauricio Pochettino, when the expectation is different to the reality, it's difficult. When we lost to Liverpool, it was a massive fail. Chelsea are so bad. When Liverpool lost to Arsenal, I heard nothing. It was a similar result. How's this guy comparing our situation to Liverpool? You must be so deluded. You must be so oblivious to the scenario. Liverpool are on top of the table. Liverpool, I think that was their first loss in 16, 17 games. You're comparing that to what we have right now. It's embarrassing that you even thought about this, and even more so, you thought that it's actually valid to speak up on it. How could you actually say this in the press conference to millions of fans across the world? And how could you even think that this will justify the current situation? Comparing our state with Liverpool's. Shame on you, man. Shame on you. Honestly, these sort of comments, it breaks my heart to see how far Chelsea has fallen. Honestly, this is the epitome. This clearly shows that from top to bottom, the football club is in abysmal state. When the manager is saying these sort of stuff, I can only imagine for a player. They're probably listening to him and thinking, oh my God, kill me now. Let me go home. I'd be feeling like that. I've been in situations where, in organizations where the manager has talked a lot of rubbish. And honestly, your colleagues, you look at each other and just go, you laugh. You laugh. I kid you not. Literally, in my last workplace, used to have a manager that would talk so much rubbish like this during times where you needed a lot more astute manager, a leader, someone who can inspire you, someone who can motivate you. This guy talking this sort of nonsense, it's beyond embarrassing. It is beyond embarrassing. As I said, it's delusional. Mauricio Pochettino, it's an exciting project and a project that we know is difficult. In this type of moment, we are living in a situation that is not nice. We can learn. It's a good opportunity to learn. Once again, brother, talk less. Talk less about the project. Don't use the word project. That word is annoying everyone right now. Please do not use that. Difficult project. In this type of moment, we are living in a situation that is not nice. We can learn. It's a good opportunity to learn. There's not a place to learn here. You know what? Not once have I heard Pochettino take any sort of blame to himself. That's what annoys me so much. Poch, in this entire time, he's never taken any accountability. Never have I heard him come out and say, you know what, we need to work hard. Me as a manager, I need to do better. Tactically, we can do better. I never hear this guy talk tactically. This is one thing I really liked about Thomas Tuchel. At least sometimes he'd come out and go, do you know what, I got to do better. My substitutions weren't that great. My in-game management wasn't that great. I need to learn. This guy, he thinks he knows it all. He has no self-awareness. There's no self-assessment. It's all about this isn't good. It's a young team. It's a project. Brother, what about you? What about you? Do you think you, as a manager, you're doing a good job? Why don't you, for a second, leave everything aside and just come out and talk about yourself and how you have been performing as a manager? Do you think you've been doing well? No, nothing. Nothing about that. He's not aware. He's got no self-awareness. Mauricio Pochettino, I told the players today in the meeting that I trust them more than ever. We really trust the players we have. We are going to face this moment and knowing we can move back and win games. Once again, we trust the players. We trust them more than ever, more than you can believe. Have you asked these players and sat down with them for a second and actually asked them, do you trust me? Do you think I can do something better? Am I lacking somewhere? Can I do some things to help you out? You trust them. I'm pretty certain, I'm very, very certain now, off the back of these back-to-back shambolic performances that we've seen, and not just these two. People only think about these two. The entire season, please, newsflash, the entire season has been rubbish. This is why we're 11th. We're not 11th because of the last two matches. We're 11th because we've been shambolic the entire season. People talk about, just before these two games, we had a month of good performances. Oh, come on, please. Month of good performances against Middlesbrough and Preston and teams that are already struggling in the Premier League. Come on, man. Next up, Mauricio Pochettino. The fans need from us to see that we really care about the club. I promise to every single fan that the players want to perform. That background noise is also annoying me. Not only Mauricio Pochettino's information is all these comments are annoying me, the background noise is annoying me as well. Keep it down, man. So yeah, the fans need from us to see that we really care about the club. I promise to every single fan that the players want to perform. The players, always players want to perform. They want to perform. This one, what about you? What about you? You as a manager, can you perform? I'm now looking at the manager. You can blame the players as much as you want. There is so much that is wrong in game. Look at the issues that we have in midfield. Look at the issues that we have in defense. Look at the issues that we have up front. Are they all on the players? Nothing on the manager. Sad state of affairs. Mauricio Pochettino says Chelsea owners sent him a positive message after the Wolves loss. Wow. I received a very good text from them. We are all in this together. That is the most important thing. He received a very good text. I can't believe this guy's not sacked. Instead, he receives a very good text. Total madness. Total madness. Crazy. Now, I want to go through some of the other news that's been floating around in regards to this. More comments, basically, from the press conference. Mauricio Pochettino and Ben Chilwell's comments, when you listen, Chile didn't say that we didn't win. It was 50-50. They won. We didn't win. It was 50-50. They won. That was my interpretation. I think this was in regards to Ben Chilwell coming out post-match talking about how, the team lacks desire. The team lacks any sort of hunger to win games and win duels and whatnot. Mauricio Pochettino coming out and saying that no, Chilwell didn't mean it that way. He interpreted it as more that we needed to win 50-50s a lot more. It's got nothing to do with desire and whatnot. I was talking with Chile, and it was never the intention to say his team didn't show desire. The attitude of the players is always good. For different reasons, we are not performing. We need to feel the trust of coaching staff and players. I mean, please, ladies and gentlemen, have a look at that video from Ben Chilwell. He completely talks about how the squad lacks desire. Once again, it looks like Mauricio Pochettino, he doesn't know. He's too oblivious. It's either he's pretending he doesn't know or he actually doesn't know. And I'm scared. If you actually don't know, then you're not fit to be a manager. And if you're pretending, then people will see straight through you. Mauricio Pochettino on his not good enough comments. I want to clarify. Now I'm watching the TV and media. Some people take it out of context. My words, the question was, are the players good enough? I said, today we weren't good enough. Honestly, Mauricio Pochettino, talk less. Better for you. Better for everyone's health. Mauricio Pochettino, Thiago Silva came to talk to me today. I'm not going to talk about what we were talking about, but the most important thing is that he came and talked to me. That was private. That's it. Look, we all know when the fact that Thiago Silva's wife publicly wrote, change is needed immediately. It cannot, the slap in the face cannot get any harder. That is a major slap in the face for the owners, for the board of directors, for the manager. The fact that Bel Silva, and kudos to him, she probably feels that we've got nothing to lose. We're going to leave at the end of the season. This is it. But we better say the truth because we love the football club a lot. When the player's wife is saying this, you best believe that majority of the squad is probably feeling like that, because Thiago Silva is probably saying all of these things to his wife off the back of the things he talks about at work, in the club with other players. So whatever conversation Thiago Silva has had with Pochettino, I don't think it would have been that pleasant, bottom line. Check this out from Alex Goldberg. I've had this confirmed now from so many sources. Chelsea under Pochettino do their hardest physical work and training the day before the game. Many people with knowledge of this individual inside the club and also mates of Chelsea players who are on different teams are baffled by this, as most teams have a far less strenuous day physically the day before the game. Of course, a day before the game, you don't want to exert all your energy because literally the day after you have the game. You want to be able to do all of the hard work well before the day before the game. And the fact that Mauricio Pochettino is making these players work so hard just before a day before the game, who knows, maybe that's why we are flat on game day, because we've exerted all the energy the day before. Maybe this is partly some of the reasons why we're getting more injuries, because the day before we've burnt ourselves. Once again, craziness, absolute craziness. Pochettino points out that Villa played Saturday and we played Sunday. I mean, the excuses continue, ladies and gentlemen. This excuse, really? This is going to fly? There's been so many times where we've played before a opposition who have played after us. What then? just because in this particular scenario it suits us, now we're going to use this excuse. Look, as I've said, I'm fully expecting an L against Aston Villa. Fully. In fact, I'm expecting another embarrassment. But this guy in the press conference, all he's doing is setting himself up with, all of these excuses, lining the excuses up, so that when the loss does come about, he can tell that I told you so. I told you so. These were the things. I can't believe we still haven't got this guy out of the football club, along with the two directors. But more so, this guy needs to go immediately. People are worried about who's going to be the interim, who's going to be the long-term manager. I don't know. But keeping this guy around for longer, it's only going to keep getting toxic, more toxic. The players we've seen from, inside, the people in the know, saying how toxic it is internally, how the players, they're not interested to do anything. Straight after the training, they want to go home. Some players are apparently overweight. Some players don't want to take any critical advice, feedback. There's no camaraderie. There's no togetherness. All of this is believable. I fully believe it. Because if it was the other way around, the results would be definitely different. You can see it in game. These players, they're not together. They're so clueless. They're angry at each other. So it's believable. It's 100% believable. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts about everything we spoke about today, especially the press conference shenanigans. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Till next time, everyone. Take care. See ya. Bye.